Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going through my getting ready routine, either going out, going to the club, getting dinner with my friends at a cute spot. This is what I do. This is my routine, going from this to that. And let's just get right in. So as you can tell, my hair is wet. I have just gotten out of the shower. And this is what I do for my hair. I only wash my hair once a week because that is just what works for my hair. My hair doesn't get that oily, so I am able to do that. So I get into the shower and I wash my hair really thoroughly, making sure that my scalp is really clean, like getting really in there with my fingers. I use the milkshake shampoo, and then later on I also use the milkshake conditioner. This is my long haul shower routine. Usually, this is what I do every second week. After I have washed my hair with the milkshake shampoo, I get out of the shower, I dry my hair just so that it's a little bit damp still. Then I do like a 50-cent coin amount in my palm and I go in with the Olaplex number 3. And I just generously apply that in my hair and I brush it through with a comb and then I put a shower cap on. On the back of the bottle, it says minimum 10 minutes. I have been leaving it on for 10 minutes, but that's just because I am always in a rush. But I will leave it in for more if I have more time, but minimum 10 minutes. And then I hop back in the shower, I wash that out completely, and I go in with my Brass Off Blue shampoo. I have been using the Brass Off Blue shampoo for about a month now, and I really like it. It gets rid of like the orangey tones in my hair, and it leaves it with this nice blonde. It is better than the purple shampoo because blue cancels out orange cancels out blue, and I'm not sure what purple cancels out, but this one just works a lot better. Then I rinse that off, and then my last step is going in with the milkshake conditioner, and you are meant to also leave that in for a couple minutes, but at this point I'm usually really like done with all the waiting around, so I just wait about like 20 seconds and then I wash it out. And then I get out of the shower and then I just dry my hair and I let it air dry because I don't want to apply any more heat than when I style it. So that is everything that I do for my hair up until this stage. Then once I get out of the shower, I apply my lotions. I love this Cocoa Butter Palmer's firming lotion, firms and tones. It smells like chocolate and I love that. I have shown this to my sister and she absolutely does not like the smell, but I love it. It makes me smells like chocolate and it's delicious. But if you don't like that, there's also this from Bath & Body Works, and it is the Costa Rica Pink Pineapple Sunrise Lotion. And this one smells so good. It's like tropical and pineapple-y. I love this as well. So that is what I do after the shower. Okay, now my favorite part is the makeup. So I am actually quite blind, so I do need to take my glasses off because I cannot do my makeup in my glasses, but I am, as I said, quite blind, so I can't see all the way to the mirror, which is behind the camera. So I have gotten these little mirrors in front of me that I can just use to do my makeup so that I'm not like all up in your face when I'm doing this video. Okay, let's just get right into it. I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Niacinamide Primer. I love this primer. It is the pink one. There is a green version of this, but I haven't tried that one. And this one also has niacinamide in it, so is that better for my skin? I am not sure, but sounds like it. I just put that all over my face, and make sure you get your neck. Wait for it to dry, obviously, a little. I do have a fan somewhere, but I can't really locate it right now, and I'm not wasting any time trying to find that because I do only have 30 minutes to film this video. Then I go in with my NYX brow glue. I do like to go in and really get the product in my brows before I start to shape them. And then I just shape them with a spoolie brush. And I just go up and then curve them naturally. Like, go with the natural curve of my eyebrows. So I go up and then I curve to the side. And that is just what I do with my brows. I do later fill them in a little bit with an eyebrow pencil, but at this stage I just do that. Then I go in with my foundation. This is a Chanel foundation, and I don't know. Oh, it's B20. I use this Morphe foundation brush. It is M106, and I apply the foundation directly to the brush.
Here I am just blending out my foundation. I was actually blending for a good 7 minutes, so I had to cut the footage out because it was so much. And then I was just explaining how I try not to get the foundation underneath my eyes so it doesn't crease.
My god.
Here I am doing more blending, trying to ignore the ad behind me.
Make sure you get your neck. Not the ad going on behind me. I want to do some aesthetic background, but clearly I didn't consider the ads. Then I go in with my LYS bronzer stick. It is No Limits Harmony. I love this bronzer stick so much. If you want to purchase anything or you want to have one takeaway from this video, I recommend getting this bronzer stick. I love it. It is really easy to apply, and I love the applicator, and the formula is also really good. So I highly recommend. Then I also use my Morphe brush for this. This is the M242 Cream Liquid Bronzer brush.
Watching this back, I didn't realize how focused I was, and there's a whole lot of silence going on. The only thing that you could hear is the chair creaking. So just enjoy me blending out my bronzer, because the silence is too embarrassing. Hence why I'm recording this voiceover, but I think that me blending it out in this speed is quite satisfying, so I decided to keep it in the video.
Then I go in with my Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Joy. A little goes a long way with this liquid liquid blush. Oh, and I actually don't use a brush for that. I use a beauty blender because this just blends better. I do put a little bit on my nose and on my chin. A little tiny dot. Then I go on with my Tower 28 concealer. I don't know what shade this concealer is because it doesn't say on the packaging, unless I am just not looking hard enough. I do want to get a lighter concealer shade than this because this is quite dark. I would use the lighter ones under my eye and basically in my T-zone and then on my chin, and then I would still use this concealer for shaping my jaw because I just want that like bright eye look, and this one is just a little bit too dark for that. I do blend my T-zone and my chin out with this brush from Shein actually. This is so gross, but it has a lot of built up product in that brush. That's why it's so dense. I do bring that concealer out here. There we go. And then I do go in, obviously, with my beauty blender just to make sure everything is blended. I do use a dry beauty blender, which is controversial, but I'm not really blending anything like foundation or anything. I'm just blending things I've already blended with a brush. So I just prefer using a dry beauty blender. And also I'm using cream products, so there we go. Alexa, what's... Okay, I'm just gonna apply a little bit more bronzer to my nose. One of these small eyeshadow brushes and blend that out. There we go.
As I am editing this video, I am not sure where that background music came from, and I clearly was too locked in to realize when I was doing my makeup, but I guess it adds a little something.
I am in need of a new bronzer, a powder one, because I actually don't like this one. This one is just from Maybelline, and I do not like it. It gets the job done. I just had a really good bronzer and I lost it. but I don't know where it was from because the top of it was like disintegrated and it was gifted. Actually, it wasn't even gifted. I actually stole it from my godmother when she was visiting. So, yeah. I have this MAC eyeshadow palette with really shimmery eyeshadows that I just use as a highlight. It's really I put some highlight up near my eyebrows. This brush and use one of the shimmery brown tap and just apply a little bit on my eyelid. Nothing too crazy. Just to give my eye a little bit of something, because this is a full bead of makeup. Maybe once I have done my lashes, I'll do a little bit of shimmer. Time to curl my lashes. I just use a regular schmigler eyelash curler, but I do like the ones with the teeth. I reckon that they do a really good job at separating your eyelashes. Really get in there. Yep. And then I use this Essence Lash Princess Black Mascara.
In case you didn't know how to apply mascara, here I am demonstrating for you, so I hope you enjoy.
And yeah, keeping your mouth open the whole process is actually crucial. Okay, then I go in with my Morphe brow pencil. It's really thin, precise tip. Cold Brew is the color. I use my Road Blush as like my final step. This one is shade Tan Line. Just apply a little bit. I do just go in with my fingers with that. Then for my lip combo, I just use this random brown lip liner. Then, I'm so sorry, but I go on with this random cream lipstick that I probably got so long ago, but I love these two together and I love the shade of that. It almost kind of creates like a purplish shade. And then I just go on with my Summer Fridays brown sugar lip gloss. And then if I just want it to be more brown and less purple, then I just apply more of that brown lip liner. Then I go on with the Mecca setting spray. I really saturate my makeup with that, and then I go on with the One Size One Till Dawn setting spray, and this really locks your makeup in. And that is my finished makeup. Time to put my glasses on so I can actually see. There we go. Okay, this is my final look. My outfit. My hair, I didn't end up doing anything with it. And my makeup. Thank you so much for watching. That was a little bit chaotic, but that is my routine. That's what I do. I obviously accessorize. I don't really accessorize that much tonight. I just put this bangle on, and then I always wear this. And that's it.